Okay, so we are about to start. I mean, we just started the stream, but it's also about to potentially start a sell entry. Oh, there you go. Let's see.
Oh,
Let's see. I would wait. I would prefer like a candle wick first coming up. So I will only enter smaller position here
this is very big.
just in case. But because I wasn't expecting this to happen like that. Like I would prefer a. By the way, this is gold. We just started the stream, but we were already in Zoom. So this is what I call a high velocity area. So oh, it's moving nicely. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sales were in favor today, so no looking for buys. Not on my end. Um, I really would have preferred that wick on the 15 minute at least, even though we are, yeah, you see this thing, I would have preferred the wick first before this, but I'm still gonna keep this one. Um, yeah, I think we're okay. I mean, I'm okay. I gotta let it just do its thing from that moment. Cannot touch it or do anything else. Not sure if the volume is right. Let me see. Oh, look at that. Oh, nice. Oh, oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, I'm done. I tipped it here. I had it here. That was a quick stream.
Yeah,
It's okay, 1%. Because I risked 1%. And look, it was 1 to 1. That's
50 pips.
Yeah, it's nice. 45. Wow, that was fast.
Yeah,
Obviously, because I started late, because now I'm gonna start the streams a little bit later. Uh, okay, so trades for the. Oh, nice. I think I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna look at the market from now on. Trades of the day. So this was based on. You already know, right? The high velocity area.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I didn't touch it. I just got the entry and just let it do its thing. Because if you touch it, I noticed that I win all of the ones that I leave for London while I'm sleeping, just because I'm not touching them. And yeah, there you go. So that means that there's most likely GJ is going up, right? So for GJ have a pending above the zone. So if this is going down, GJ should be going up. I mean, there's a high probability. GJ, yeah, there you go. I have a pending above here, based on the same concept. Above here, but it's quite far away from the thing. But it is there. The area is there. Everything is there. I think it is from here to here and around here. So the weak level is right there. Yeah. I think it's gonna. I think gold is gonna continue to drop, and this is gonna continue to go up. Let me see. So that pending order, I'm gonna leave it alone too. Not gonna touch it. So it's supposed to do whatever it's supposed to do. Same thing I just did with gold. Even though this one is coming from all the way down here, like I would have preferred if this would have been coming from like I don't know up here. Oh, my camera is off. Okay. Let me check on the volume. Oh, so the music is not even sounding. Yeah, so that was quick. That was a quick, like I could start this. I could finish the stream now. Yeah, because I took my I took my win really early. But I can actually explain, the outlook and why I was only looking for
Yeah.
sales, even though it was explained in the yesterday. Oh, well, yesterday was in Spanish, but but the also the outlook, right? I explained the outlook on gold, why it would make sense for. So I have one all the way up to here. I'm gonna take profit earlier, like around here. So I guess let's go here. Let's review again why I was looking for sales on gold and why we just want sell gold sales. Same reason why I'm still bullish with this. Now look at this. We have double. We have a nice 4-hour consolidation. That means that whenever we break this consolidation, we should or we could expect a nice move either way, either above or below. Now, my preference is still buys because we tapped into this level all the way up here, and we haven't been there in a while. So, in a while is just like a day, right? So there's a lot of probabilities to fill again this gap. I mean this could be a week maybe. Oh yeah, it is a daily week. Oh, look at that. So there you go. So there's a lot of probabilities for that to happen. So I'm just. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me check if, because I wanted to check on the volume. Is the music too high? People from YouTube. Let me see. Oh, the music is not even there. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's quite interesting. So I guess this thing, I have to configure this later. Okay, let me know if you now listen, if you now hear the music. Let me see.
Yeah, I can hear music.
And you hear it here on? Oh, you mean on YouTube? Okay, okay, okay.
On uh,
YouTube. Okay, thank you.
I,
Cool. So that was quick. That was easy. Um, you know, no stress here, right? It's just looking left. So yeah, let's start with this one and explain why the sales here happened so nicely, and what could we expect for later, I guess. Copy just in case. And give me 1 second. Where is it? The Hey, hi, TD Mahes. How's it going? Then I have this. Give me 1 second here. Copy. Yeah, Let me share the Zoom here too. Here. So I have one here and meeting. There you go. Copy and then yeah, but from here on it should be a little bit easier. I mean, it was a there's you cannot ask for an easier sales anyways, right? This was what I call free money. It was just free money right there. So I'm gonna focus on if I see another like really easy setup, I could go for it since we started the day with profits. But if not, then you know, might as well just call it a day. But we're gonna check on the outlook because also NYSE could bring some nice things. I think that we have news at 10. We do. GJ still has that high liquidity, high velocity area above it, so I think GJ could give. I think GJ is the next one to give us a really nice entry above here. Really, really nice entry. From here to here should be just one. Let me see, one, two. Whole 1 hour move, not more than that. If it happens now with volume, should be a 1 hour move. So we should be fine with that. Let me see here. And here. Yeah. So, wait, where is it? Where is it? Here. There we go. What pairs are you guys looking? Because I'm only I'm only gold and GJ. Oh, I'm gonna check also for a little bit of crypto later. Now crypto is back in game, so now we're back. We're back in action for crypto. Because the market is back for buys, so now it makes sense. At everyone before I forget. And today we are at 20, what is it? Today is 29th. Yeah, we're about to end the month. March 29th. 2022. There we go. Yeah, so let me share. So this is what I would expect from GJ. There's a high velocity area for me above this area, this zone here. From here to here, last time we moved, when we were going up, we only went one way, and when we were coming down, another one. This is not so nice as it would, like I would really prefer if this didn't have this right there, but still should be a nice one. If anything, I would not, I think, let me do something. Let me remove that pending. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it live. And I will prefer to see what the market is doing. So this is not gonna be a pending order. I'm just gonna wait for this. Um, Gold already gave the money. That was a pending, and it was the same concept. But this one was easier just because I mean, not really easier. It's just the same thing as GJ because GJ, my bias is quite bullish still, and this my bias is sales. Now, I changed my bias from on gold yesterday, and the reason for that was I can show you with this chart here. This was my reasoning. I literally drew this last night when we were here. So I did this like at I don't remember 7 p.m. something like that. And as you can see, this was 8. I drew this like around 8 p.m. This thing here, and I stopped looking at the chart. You know, did everything I had to do in my life. And when I came back this morning, this is what happened. So as you can see, that's what I was expecting. I even thought about placing maybe a sell limit here, but I wasn't so bold, you know. But the reason why I'm sells with gold is just you can see it right clearly. If I do the daily, you're gonna notice we close below this. And also I mentioned during the weekly outlook, if you review the weekly outlook I do on Sunday, that the structure for gold was bullish, but that we had all of this space to correct that bullish move. But if we got close to this zone, which is the limit, then this was danger zone. You can review this again if you want at the weekly outlook. And then the closure here, you know, was the one kind of giving me the hint that okay, maybe we are ready to continue going down to here. Oh, actually, we just got there, and now I remain sales. I remain bearish because the market is giving me the hint. So 4 hour remains bearish. We are at a major support level. So since I am bearish and we are at a major support level, there's a probability that I don't have any more entries for my liking today, because we might have that retracement during the news in New York and all of that, and that if that retracement happens, meaning going up, I'm not interested. I'm not gonna. I don't know, but I don't think I would have to check to see if I would feel okay with pressing the buy button today, because that's typically that's a no for me. Let me see. Thought I had this in silent. Typically that's a no for me. If I have a bias and I think that I'm gonna just sell today, that's what I do. If I think I'm gonna buy today, that's what I do. For example, this morning with the gold here, right? This just happened this morning. So this is my higher time frame charting. This is my higher time frame charting, the white one for the new ones in the channel. That's how I see the swing trades and all of that. GJ quite bullish still for me in my eyes. Consolidation on the 4 hour, meaning if we break above here, close and break, continue, there's a nice buy opportunity. It might be the only one that I'm gonna keep looking today for. Only thing I didn't like about this is that we moved too aggressively from here to here without scaling in the lower time frame. So I mean, oh, there's a little bit of scaling. Yeah, so you know, whatever closes above here could be a potential nice continuation. So the reason why, now let me go to the scalping setup. So the reason why here, you see this candle here, when I saw this, I was expecting another visit here to fall. I really was a little bit more like waiting to maybe this to close here and maybe continue down, but it happened in just one candle. So I had to take it, and it was okay that the 15, as you can see, the 15 closed here and gave the wick first. So when it activated the entry, I just had to hold. There was nothing else to do. But when you see this, so the bias for gold was sales. What that meant is that this fall here, I was expecting this to be formed the same way it just happened, and the continuation going down. There was an early entry around here, and I felt really compelled to take it, and I didn't. That's one entry that I'm back testing and kind of like checking up. This one there, but that's a riskier one, but has such a good RR that I feel compelled sometimes to kind of like take it. Oh, I wasn't. Hey, hello. I wasn't looking at. Hey, Align. I wasn't looking at the chat on Zoom, only YouTube. Gold close back in range. Delicate situation on GJ. Let me see, GJ. Yeah, gold is okay, and GJ too. We just have to wait for the break above. Here you don't have to do anything. So, like if you are within a range and you don't trade ranges, because I just respect any style. I know that there's people trading ranges and they know how to do it. Okay, no, that's cool if you trade ranges. But if you don't trade ranges, because that's a whole different style, then just sit on your hands, don't do anything. So let's go here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the 4 hour, this is the one. This is okay, right here. This is a good 4 hour. We have the 1 hour. This was a really strong 1 hour level here that we just broke above. So this might be the preparation, the setup for the continuation going up. We might have another visit down here before we go up. This is the 1 hour, and we are at New York 8. So if we have this visit and this rejection from here, that could be a good continuation. Now, if we break below again and close below, then I'm not touching this. Hopefully, NY break the level for buy in GJ. Yeah. Above here. That's what I want. But now that we have this, so you notice same level around here. We could actually, this is a 4 hour. Yeah, this is a 4 hour. So, and we're 1 hour away, I think, from the 4 hour. Yes. So sometimes I ask myself, even though I'm not so bearish still, because I change my bias based on what I see. And even though I'm not so sales based, what if this thing flips during the last like 30 minutes? If that would be enough momentum to flip this 4 hour kind of tap here and then do some crazy stuff. Because here you have like a little bit of a clean traffic from here to here. Like you have this thing here. So I'm just looking at it, but it's not that I really don't want sales. I would be more into buys today. So yeah, just waiting game. The 30-minute level is, I think the most important level to be closing is gonna be the the 30-minute at this point, but then it's gonna be the 4 hour, the next half an hour after that. So I'm gonna be paying attention to that. So from here, there might be a good support for me to continue entries. Like if we form support from here, I think I could, yeah, I could take a buy from here because from here it would make sense. This is the 1 hour level. If I look left, we actually had a good support here, even when we had a lot of momentum coming down. So whatever comes down to here and closes above here should be like a nice setup. The 30-minute typically reaches out down to here for some reason. Like the body closures happen like down here. This was like a small kind of fake out. So we might be forming the support around here. And from there might be the potential continuation entry, something like that. I mean, at least GJ looks cleaner because we have this area up here that I really like. Does the green colored box on your H4 represent the blue? Oh, yeah. So I have a color in my head. So green is 4 hour, yellow is 1 hour, red is daily, blue is 30-minute. If I have a 4 hour with a blue box, that means that it is a 4 hour level, but it's also a 30-minute level. So that way I know that there's a confluence here. If I have a green box and a 4 hour box, that means that this typically is a structure major level on the 4 hour. Meaning that from here, you see, the structure bounced. So if I have like a limit, so whenever you have a higher high, a lower low, you see here, I have it here. That I know visually, I know that this from here to here, this was the previous higher high. This is the lower high, and now this was the lower, what would be the higher low. But now I have it a 4 hour combined because that way visually, I don't have to be switching charts to understand that this is an important level. That's just a visual aid for me. Yeah, sure, no problem, bro. That's a visual aid for me. That way I don't have to be flipping charts. I like coloring. I was used to do that in my years of engineering. We would color code stuff uh, with manufacturing and engineering. Just helps, you know, being a little bit more efficient with time. Hey, how's it going, Rafael? So I think Oh, and by the way, yesterday I noticed I was reviewing. Yeah, there you go. We're now filling the wick. So anybody that missed sales, this was a nice sales continuation, right? Like entry here, stop loss above the area, fill in the wick. Yeah, that wick has such a high probability to be filled. It's a little bit of a tricky area, anyways, but you have the confirmations there. It's just that I already closed that one. That was a quick 1% today. But but yeah, today it should be sales. I was noticing yesterday I was reviewing my other charts, and I noticed, like, I was checking up on, because these are really old drawings, really old, and I noticed that this GU, this played out perfectly. I didn't, like, I enter here. See, this was me drawing it. I didn't enter. This was not something I took on like on the MetaTrader. And this one I do remember. I was trying to get it, and I never could get in that day because the broker had an issue that day, and I forgot about this pair, and it played out perfectly. This is swing trading. And this one also, I noticed that played out perfectly. That was the last time I drew anything there. And also I noticed this, look at this. TP1 would have been hit already. I had this drawing on USD, and this one was really old. This one, I think I drew it like around this day or something like that. I think it was this day. And it played out to, like, I have been drawing entries for swings and they have been playing out. I wasn't even paying attention. That was a really easy setup here. That would have been TP1, and this would have been a break even. There's a high probability that this would take the runner out if that would have been the case that I took profits here, but it still is a good place to place a runner. I mean the break even. And then if it revisits here, then you get another entry for sales because this is a bearish pressure going on here. So anyways, I just, for the fun of it, I was just looking at it. And yeah, this is a really old one. Really old one. I was playing around with this like last year. Joel, I have been following Raya and you for a while now. I swear you laugh just like Snoop Dogg every time reminds me. How Snoop Dogg laughs like that? I don't know. Let me see. Snoop Dogg laughing. I didn't know that.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, players and pimps from all around the world.
Yeah.
I'd like to welcome y'all to the GGN News Network. I'm your host with the most, Finding Nemo, aka Finding Nemo, aka Nemo Hoes. And today I got a real special guest, the one and only T Fly.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Stirring up.
T Fly, what it do, nephew?
Yeah, you already know. Be a part of that, right?
So Mustard had the beat already.
Yeah. Who is that?
If you was stuck on an island.
McDonald's.
But his, I don't know. I don't know. Is that how he laughs?
Kobe get another one.
I shouldn't have blazed up that shit with him. That boy is righteously together.
I don't know. He was laughing like, oh, look at this. Nice. Oh, so GJ should be coming down. There you go. That's nice. Okay. You see? So typically this is what I do, right? You already know. You see this range here? By the way, this range here, I can actually do this now. Right? This is important. Okay. So when I have a range like that, this is what I do. I will just two hands in the air. And if I feel tempted, then I put myself in self-arrest. And I just put my arms behind my back just to make sure I don't do anything stupid. Because inside of here, it's just bad trades waiting for you right there inside of here. If you are scalping, you know, you don't want to be scalping this thing. You want to scalp like below here, above here. So the reason why I have it here at the closure of the candles, even though the limit is down here, is because there's a really high probability now that with volume we actually get out of this range. So a closure below of the 30-minute could be, even though the let's say that the safer entries would be below here. Safer entries below here. If you want that, if you want to base them on the 30-minute, okay. Now, high velocity above here means anything that happens above here should be a good buy setup today, especially as we get close to the time of volume of NYSE. So especially there, the 1 hour right there is kind of like, if you notice, the 1 hour right there is kind of like cutting in half the range. So inside of here, again, shouldn't be doing it. You know what, I can mix it up here like this. So inside of here and here, I am not so tempted. I am only tempted for buys. So what I could do actually is, like I said, I would dare to take a trade inside the range. If I see like a nice maybe bullish formation around above here, above this 1 hour level, maybe. But like I said, it is better really just to wait for the breakout, because the only reason why breakouts are juicy today is because we have a high velocity. Hey Cuban, how's it going? Because you have a juicy move here waiting for us. So it is actually better to just kind of sit on them. I think, but gold should keep dropping. You know, gold should keep dropping. It really has a, yeah, there you go. There you go. Should keep dropping to around here at least 1898. So yeah, so oh, look at that. Yeah. So the sales just playing out. Oh, nice. We have that wick here, and we have this level here. You see, this is a major level on gold. So from here is actually, there's a limit down here, a really important one. This is 1893, even lower, 92, 93. Yeah. So when I see that when I have a bias, I stick to it as much as possible, just because of this. Look at this. We have this drop, and there's a lot of momentum going on with gold sales, and I would not expect this momentum to slow down until we reach this area, either here or here first. So meaning from here to here is a really high probability move. You know, below this wick, right here, should happen fairly fast. How many pips is that? 30 pips. So we have enough momentum. So this should fill this quite nicely right now. And because we already grabbed the liquidity here, and we have the momentum coming. But when you look left, you don't have pretty much nothing holding this. Let me see. Maybe in the 30-minute we can see it. Yeah, there you see. This is just a wick, which also makes it, let's say, quote unquote, dangerous, because from here you could have sudden moves either way, right? But because the momentum is bearish, you could expect this to drop at least there. So you see, yeah, this is a level, definitely. So 1898 is definitely a level to visit. I mean, from where we could expect, you know, some sort of reaction. Maybe 99. What is this? 98.5. 98.5. There you go. So yeah, this is definitely a level. So, by the way, I wouldn't enter here, even if it has a lot of probability to happen from here to here. This is too far away now. Like the entry should have been, if anything, up here if you want a re-entry. Even if this is a really high probability move, you see? There you go. But the entry should have been up here, not down there. Now, if you enter here, so let's say that you took this one. Sell stop for me, stop loss for me would have been above this zone here. And to be honest, we had it here, so we had a nice reference. And then we're going to the second level here. Nice, look at that. So from here we had if you entered here, you had to held this one out and try not to look too much at the 15, or at least wait for the 15-minute to close. because if not, you would have been being faked out of a good trade. So you just wait for the 15 minute to close. This one would have been closing here. You waited for this one out. Stop loss, maybe you would have moved it just a little bit above this, and this would never activate that. From here, we could expect whatever reaction happens should happen between here and here. Meaning that from here is when we might expect the retracement, if there's gonna be any. Hey, good morning, Miguel. Yeah, you see this wick. There's a lot of momentum. We already ate up all of this, so we don't know if this is really gonna hold anything. I think that level is the one that's most likely gonna hold. 30-minute here. Yeah, this level here is the one that might hold really the whole thing here. This is a 30-minute level. I don't think it is a 4-hour. But the 4-hour, so this is the range of the 4-hour level. The action area is between here and here. If we keep falling, you know, then there's not much to do anymore, right? Look at this. Oh, it is a 4-hour level. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just that this area here. Yeah, I remember this area. This is really volatile area, by the way. Okay, so be careful inside of here. I remember this area really, really well. You see, when you see a bunch of wicks, a lot of wicks, when we were consolidating here, this is a little bit messy to trade as a scalper. This drop here was the best thing that maybe the market was gonna give on gold today, or unless we break below here, which is final level on the weekly structure. From here is bad news for gold. Below here is really bad news for gold. I mean, bad news for gold, you know, as an asset, but as an instrument, but the we just take advantage of whatever market is gonna give us. So we are having that reaction right now.
Safe haven is in trouble.
What?
Safe haven is in trouble.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you know the world is a little bit messy. You know, it looks like they took all of the profits from gold and moved it to the markets. Look at this. Look, US 30. Look. So at the same time that gold is dropping, this is going up. So
Yes.
I guess people are just moving from one, and even gold and even Bitcoin. Even Bitcoin is up quite nicely. I'm gonna check Bitcoin later. I'm already actively trading crypto back again. I typically only trade crypto because I'm a position trader with crypto. If you can believe that there's such a thing, right? But I'm a position trader. I only trade cryptos long term, really long term. So whenever I trade, it's because it is buying season. Like right now, wow, this is a nice fall. And if you see, so just looking at this, there's such a high probability that we actually fall really hard down to here. Now that I look at this, that is, it's actually crazy. The weekly, we just broke, so that is why. We just broke below the weekly candle, right? We just broke below it. And there's such a high momentum that if this thing doesn't hold here, look at this. Wow. Even 1860 is on the cards. But here you have three candle weekly candles reacting here, so there's a major level. But we are below that level, and been kind of like, look at this, wow, playing around inside of here. It's quite interesting what's going on. There's a lot of sales pressure, a lot of sales pressure. Let's go GJ. Let's see if GJ is setting up. I think GJ gave the closure above it. This is typically a setup, like a buy entry with the stop loss below here to continue going up. But it is inside such a strong range that I don't feel so good about it. But typically here, typically there's a buy entry right there right now. It's just that this is such a big range that I'm not gonna take this and expecting the break above here, but this range is too strong. This range held a 4-hour structure way too much. I know that you see a bearish candle, you say, hey, what are you talking about buy? Yeah, typically what happens, if this didn't have this mess here and this would have been above the level and this closure would have, so this is a setup, but without this. If you had this, just so you know, and you had this level here, which we do, then if this would have been the breakout and this didn't happen before, here is an entry to continue, because typically price, when it closes like this, you can actually read this candle instead of an intention candle as a rejection, and that from here there's a high probability this continues up. It's just how it is typically. Beautiful head and shoulder on gold for traders who trade pattern already made. So 1900, so I'll just observe. Sell pressure is strong. Those weak rejections, yeah, that's the thing. Then I would just watch this, how it reacts, because typically this is what this would mean. So the setup would be, just so you know, you can practice this at home if you want, and maybe play with it, and maybe if you like it, you end up maybe, adding this to your, if you didn't have this, and you had this, and this was a clean, fresh breakout, and this was the, because this has to be, yeah, exactly, just like it is right now. So typically, when you have a closure above the level, typically from here it goes up, and you can back test it. It doesn't necessarily, this is kind of like part of it. But if you have this, you can back test this and check it out. Typically, you want this to be a fresh out break, not a rejection of a strong resistance like we have right now. And from there, typically you would see like another, continuation, even if you see some pullbacks. But the setup is not there. This is not the setup, because we had a rejection of a major resistance level. So this is not a buy entry at all. It's just that I recognize this setup here. Oh, wow. That's nice. Look at this. So is gold going up? What is happening? No, so everybody's going down. Nice.
Yeah, gold keeps dropping.
What's going on? Am I missing something?
I
Look, let me see.
Oh,
I mean, the month top Russian negotiation. That would be a statement. Well, this is 3 hours away, so no. No. So this is just technical. And end of month. So we have to look at the monthly. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, that's it. That's it. This is all technical. This is a technical drop. Yes, because we just broke below the weekly. You see this, the week This is a candle, and this is the weekly candle. We just broke below it. We didn't have anything on the higher time frame holding this, so it actually makes sense for this to fall all the way down to at least there. And to be honest, we could actually fall down to the limit today. Oh yeah, this is a technical drop, and rarely they happen, but when they happen like this. Oh man, maybe I should have left like a runner. Look at this. I had that entry like up there. It was at the break of the candle, so a nice runner would have been giving me here a lot of pips. Look at that. Now we are at this key
He's
level.
about to break
Yeah, look.
the 169 300.
What
On
is
GJ?
this, GJ?
Yeah.
Oh, so we might be falling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. 24 minutes away. Oh, that's a sell. But I mean, but you want to be low there. From here to here, is a little bit of a high velocity area. From here to here, this little chunk here. Yeah, so my bias remains bulls. Unless we break below here. We break below here, you know, things start to flip, because then you look at this. This candle closure would be, but you know what, the interesting thing is this is still bullish, the daily, so I should remain bullish even if I still see this going down. Yeah. So the reason why I have been below here should have a nice drop below the wick. And even right now, this is a major wick. All of that liquidity has to go somewhere. 22 minutes away. Oh, this is the scenario that I mentioned at the beginning. Look at that. You guys remember I said, what if this 4-hour flips at the last 30 minutes and blah, 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 if this would have enough steam? This is amazing. This is literally, if you rewatch this at the beginning, that was one scenario. But it's just that I'm not attracted to sales, but if they happen, they're gonna happen below here. If it breaks below here, from here to here, I would expect a sudden move. Even though this is G, it shouldn't be a lot of pips. Oh, there are some few pips there, at least 20 pips. Up to, well, this is the reference. But I'm biased. I just want to buy. I just want to buy. From, you know, from here, anywhere here or above here to continue going up. Wow. I don't know why I closed. I always leave a runner. Today I decided to close the whole thing. Mind you, I would have been here with a runner. It's okay. Profit is profit. This is end of month. This is a chill day, you know. We are closing the monthly. But that's a nice drop. Yeah, that 4-hour on GJ. Yeah, I'm not interested in, even if it is painting sales, I'm just gonna wait. Same way I waited for, so you see this? So this is why if you have a clear path, you have higher probabilities of making money. So this morning when I woke up, I noticed that we had this, and I remember, look at this. This is literally what my eyes saw. When I woke up, this is what I saw. Boom. Me back in the old days, the old me would have been taking buys here, right there. Like I'm sure, like when I was like at the beginning learning this, I would have been taking buys here. But now I don't do that because now I know I have a clear path. I have a clear bias. I will not press buys on gold today. That's what I said to myself. Why? Also, I had drawn this. I showed you. I drew this last night before leaving my charts. When we were here, I drew this visit here to continue going down. Obviously, I drew it like quickly. I wasn't expecting this to happen here, but you can see it was literally the same level, or either a break and a, break and retest to continue going out. That was the two things that I was expecting. So this one happened. So when I woke up and I noticed this happened, now I already know that it's just sales, nothing else. Look, it's literally from here, tapped here, down to here. Why? Because this is a break and retest. And this is a technical drop, by the way. Oh, by the way, also, whenever you have this, I don't, like I always say, I don't do trend line trading that much. I only use trend lines as a resource, but I do use them in a way that when I draw them, they actually make sense and they actually have a reaction on price. The few times that I use them. This, when I have a weekly trend line, typically is really strong because I draw that based on the daily reactions. And so this is just a technical draw. So I'm actually expecting today 1887. Probabilities of reaching down to 1887 is really, really high. And that is the last standing ground for gold. So from here, we might expect a reaction. And to be honest, if the monthly wants to finish like this, let me see the monthly. Wow, that was let me remove all of this. Wow, look at this. Look at this. So the monthly, like I always share, the candle, they typically like to close in around the same levels where other candles closed, typically, not always, especially when we are nearby a structure. So now the question becomes, if this wants to close here, you see we have body closures here on the monthly body closure here. I'm a technical trader, so don't ask me anything about fundamentals. I just look at the charts, and to me the charts give me the wait, I think the high velocity area is happening on, look at this is dropping 161. Oh, there you go. So it's happening. Look, you see the high velocity area below here. From here to here, the 20 pips that I mentioned. Look at that. From here, it's yeah, that's it. But you see, this is I have an issue with this. This came all the way from above here. Like it's just that there's a lot of volume now. But from here, from this body, from this wick here down to around here, at least 20 pips. Yeah. I'm looking at this one. If you are asking, what am I looking? So from here to here, it's kind of like a quick 20 pips as a pending order that typically I would take. But yeah, we have a lot of started moves today. Gold to me was the easiest one, but I closed the runners, so just watch the market. So if you're looking for entries, I know you guys can share your charts, because I already made the money this morning. Oh, this was erased. Trades of the day. So if I don't see anything like really clean, then I'm just gonna look at it. Gold sales, and yeah, I already won that one. Around what time? It was right away as I was starting the stream. Sanya, you remember the time? It was around. For how long have we been here? 1 hour. So it was around 7:45, something like that. Around 7:45 a.m. I think it was. Yeah, sell continuations are really, really, really strong. Really strong. Yeah, it was 1 hour ago. So yeah, it was around 7:45. Like if you want to rewatch sell entry, it was really easy. There was honestly sales from this morning was a little bit like this. It's just that the bias was a little bit cleaner on gold for me because it was. Look at this. This is just sales. So this was the literally this setup. This setup is easier. It's just it just is because we had the top here and the break below. So the moment we tapped into the same zone again and we flipped the candle, I could have entered even from up here, but I ended up entering down here. And from here to here, that was the setup. And then I could have re-entered here again to continue dropping, but that's the only thing that I didn't do. So yeah, nothing else but selling. And I guess that for 5 minute traders might be the only one finding setups on the continuation because there's so much pressure that you don't like unless you really want to trust the volume. Below here might have been an entry. Once you had this, the break of this 15 minute to continue down to here, and I don't see another entry down here. I only see this one, and obviously this one happened, but it was based on the zone. It wasn't based on the candle. So yeah, just waiting. No more sales. I can actually draw the one that happened earlier. This one here. This is the only one for today. So far. It was a little bit higher, and it was I think it was around here, the body or something like that, and it was a 1-to-1. Yeah, there you go. So that's the only thing we have so far. And a runner. Now I noticed that a runner would have been taken out, so it's okay because I for sure I would have been placing this at break even. This one was gonna take me out unless then I re-enter here and then consider this the new fresh entry. And then if I would have re-entered here, down below here, yes, the stop loss would have remained there, and I would just be monitoring the 15-minute closure. And 15-minute was always bearish, so I was never gonna close. Meaning that yes, I would have been able to take advantage of this. So yeah. Only sales. GJ, I'm not so convinced, honestly, on sales. GJ, I'm gonna wait it out. I really like, even though now we broke below the level, GJ is look at this. Wow. 11 minutes away. 11 minutes away, and that 4 hour flipped all the way from up here down to here, broke below a really strong area. So that would mean that the last 10 minutes you would expect this to drop hard down to here, and it's not doing that. So that is weird to me. I would expect this to finalize the drop, if anything, and it's not doing that. So that's why I'm, and my bias remains bullish. So I'm just gonna just look at this, see what's, GJ has to declare its intention. Look at this. Imagine you being so range traders. This is a paradise for range trading. I remember I was learning range trading when I was learning, and this would have been a paradise because from here, once you establish this second tap, here you would have been just selling this tap, and this would have happened already. But I don't. I think for range traders they use Bollinger Bands, something. Yeah, Bollinger Bands. Let me see, just out of curiosity, since I'm just waiting for the 4-hour closure. Where's the Bollingers? Yeah. Let me see if that was gonna work out. 1 hour or 30 minutes, either way. 30 minutes would have been. Yeah, you see, sell here, and TP here, the zone. Then here entry, TP1, TP2, the zone. Sell here, or at the top. You can sell the zones too, and TP again. Yeah. Yeah, those days. Yeah, I ended up learning pretty much like all the indicators, all of that, strategies, back tested, created my own strategy. To this day, I created a strategy that to this day is above 70% profits with indicators. That's the one that I teach the new my new students when they want to just make money. I actually have two students right now making profits. This is their first month, and they're already sharing me every day how they're making profit with that. They're really excited, but it's really boring, so that's why I don't use it, because it's you really don't know what's going on. You just trust the indicators, and yeah, you win 70% of the time, but you don't know what's going on, so it's a little bit boring. Look at this. Wow. You see? So this means that later today NYSE, a break above here is now way more attractive for me. For the buy setup above here, way more attractive now. So now I can start to clean up charts. And now this is as clean as it gets. Let's do this. Look at this. Now this now that it is weird that if this doesn't finish the move, that would be really weird. That would be, yeah, let's put the limit here. That's really weird. And it didn't. It doesn't look like it wants to finish the move. So who knows? This might be the prompt to set up buys. Why is this falling? I'm kind of asking myself because the thing that happened with the bank, the people like the Japanese Fed was the one that made this go up. I know that. Now, this maybe was a take profit, so that would make sense here. But we're just how many days away? Just 2 days away? Oh, 2 days away from the closure. Huh. Yeah, this is looking like the gold candle before it flipped. This is still bullish. And not only it is bullish, and we are rejecting a previous resistance. Small resistance, but resistance nonetheless. I mean, and same pattern. GJ has been doing a last days. You notice a bearish, a bullish, a bearish, a bullish, a bearish. So maybe this is the bearish, and maybe tomorrow is the bullish. That fills this whole thing. I mean, it doesn't mean that it has to do the same thing has been doing. It's just noticing. We have a trend line here. That's an interesting one. And we tapped into it. Yeah, let me draw this one over here. That's interesting. GJ monthly looking strong. This is looking quite bearish. And what do we have here? Candle wick. Oh, that was a tap. Many people lost on gold rock pull. You mean on the fall, Nico? Or do you mean going up? Hey, Joseph, how's it going? Oh, this might be the top, right? Of that thing here.
P.
This might be the top of that 4-hour thing. Wow, if it closes above here, I think I'm gonna buy. Cause it's I just need a smaller confirmation, so that's what I'm gonna wait for. What time is it? Yeah, it's almost 9. Yeah, I just need a lower time frame confirmation, and I think I'm gonna go for buys. But buy setup should be really nice from here. So tempted. The monthly shadow I meant. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I only trade like when I have a bias, I try to go with the bias, and I try to trade clean ranges. If I don't trade a clean range, you know, that's the fastest way for me to lose money. So at this point, I just have to wait for this thing. I really want to support being formed here. This is a range area, I know that, but I'm quite biased. I am expecting a fill of this before the end of the month. It didn't. I don't know if you make. Yeah, the 4-hour really looks nasty to go down. 1 minute away. Look at that 4-hour. Look at that 4-hour. Whew. It closed below the closure, had a major wick. It's just screaming sales. But I don't. I have. It's just you know, then I'm not gonna trade today anymore. Like I'm only gonna remain with just one trade for the day, I guess. That's how much I don't like that sell. Because this area here, I don't like it. I'm kind of like this is, you know, this is tricky. I cannot, like, this is tricky because you have a range here. Not tricky because you don't have to do anything, right? It's not really tricky. You just have to be patient. But you have a lot of, so you have a range here. The bias on the daily is bullish. The 4-hour, it's kind of screaming sales, but I don't like those sales. You don't have a range here. You do have a range here. You know what? From below here, I would actually leave a sell pending order below here. That one looks really nice and juicy. Okay. That one looks nice. Not this one. Not here. Now above here, really nice buys. GJs are below a strong monthly zone. From 2016, 161.6, 161.6. You mean here? All those monthly rejections, weeks is tricky. Monthly. Yeah, yeah. But when the monthly doesn't give you a lot of thing, you go to the lower time frame. The weekly still bullish, quite bullish, still 3 days away. Um, Daily still bullish. So this is what I do. This is how I trade. I remain. Oh, we closed the 4 hour. Nice. Let's go. Let's see. Wow, look at that closure. That's a bearish closure. Look, the closure happened right below this. That's a bearish closure right below it. Look, notice? That's quite the bearish closure. Why? Look at this. Hey, brother. So look at this. Wick, wick, wick. This one looks like an intentional wick. This is what I'm looking for. This one flipping up and forming a support above here. I think I will go with the buys for the rest of the day, because I'm biased. If we have sales and GJ keeps dropping, then I'm not trading today. Now, the question would be, where would I change? I mean, right there, I should change my bias to sales right away, right? We had a nice support. But the place where I would really change my bias is below here. Let me do this. Red zone. Below here, not only I will change my bias, I think I will leave publicly let me see. I don't like this. But if we didn't have those wiki things here, I would have been leaving a pending order below here, sell pending order all the way to here. That's how good and juicy this looks for sales below here for me. Now, if you notice, on the 1 hour, we have something going on here. So this is kind of like the limit of the 1 hour of the 4 hour reaction. So from here, we might have another candle closing around here, whatever, looking up. If anything, oh, you know what? Let me check on something here. Wait. Just for the sake of this. Are we? Let me see. Yeah, maybe gold is better for sales than to look for buys for GJ today. I don't know. It should be a clean range moving up for GJ. Gold maybe might be about to give a continue. Oh, it's already dropping. Yeah, gold might be the one giving you easy continuations, because gold has so much bearish pressure that it should be easy to sell from here to here, for example. A break below here on the 5 minute, maybe. But then let me check. We are almost 20 minutes away from the 9:30. So you will have a lot more volatility coming into the market, and this already corrected all of this. So you have to look 4 hour, look left, major zone already tapped. The question would be if you have enough momentum to break below this, or if you're really gonna now reject and correct this NYSE to continue tomorrow. Typically that's the question. I will not press the buy button on gold. Continuation setup, I don't take it. I think below here, continuing down here should be a good one. And that would be the last one that I see. And if not, then I'm not, I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't go for buys anyways. Because of course, there's a probability now we're gonna fill this up, and continue going out. Let me check on the 30 minute. Of course there is, but the pressure on the higher time frame is sales, so yeah. if this one flips from here, this 30-minute flips from here and flips up, this is the one that most likely is gonna correct this. And maybe you could, anybody interested in that counter trend could go for it. That's how it is. Thank you, Nico. Look at this. Yeah, rangy. Let's look at the, yeah, bullish broken 1 hour, 4 hour range. And the 4 hours really looks bearish. There's a high probability that as we break above here again, we actually go up just based on previous behavior. So if you notice, GJ, what GJ has been doing is 4 hour has been coming down, has been creating this small, let's say bias change, where it looks like it wants to continue going down, and then as you break above that level from the previous higher high, it breaks the previous higher high. And then you see this, it did the same thing here, and as you broke above it, broke the previous higher high. You see we have this, we never broke above it, so the next time we break above it, there's a high probability that we at least visit the previous higher high, because this is the limit of the really strong zone. I would expect at least a visit to 163.48 at least. If we break again above here, that would be the target for me. And look at this. Yeah, you see, I'm more biased towards buys than anything else. And that closure on the 1 hour was above this. Oh, maybe this is the one where you like take buy here, stop loss below here, and continue going up all the way up here. I'm not doing that, I'm just saying. Oh look, 15 minute. Nice liquidity. This looks a lot like my buy, the buy that I have been waiting for. A lot. Yeah, 30 minutes looking down. We're above the level, 15 minute, 5 minute. Yeah, this could be the buy setup from down here, the one that pushes up. It's just that I want to see it forming before I take it. So if I see a 5 minute structure forming as resistance, then a small support to continue going up, I think I'm gonna go for it. Even better if I see it in the 15 minute. So for that one, I would need to see this closing above. Then the next 15 minute maybe closes looking down. The next 15 minute closes looking up. Let me see. This will be 9:15 to 9:30. This would be 9:30 to 9:45. And this would be 10 a.m. Yeah, that's too far away from me now. But yeah, would have to be 1, 2, 3 15-minute candles to see the setup that I want, or waiting for the 5 minute to give it to me, and maybe that happens earlier. Because here I'm tempted to buy right now. Yeah, but I don't want to get caught into a liquidity, because this is a liquidity area. So from here it's also the same place from where we could continue dropping. So I don't want to enter right there. I would actually prefer to see this forming before entering. Now the 1 hour closed above this previous 1 hour resistance, and there's no other level other than this one on the 1 hour forming inside of this range. So yeah, I'm not interested yet, but I'm about to be. let me do this. Above here is what I'm interested. If I buy this one, if it presents and I buy it, I'll hold it. Win or lose, I'm gonna hold it. And I think I will be risking. Yeah, if I'm gonna hold it, I'm gonna be risking half an entry again. Because I already in quite good profits today. I only had 2 trades, 2 wins. Why do I have 2 trades? I only took 1 trade today. Oh, this is Asia. Yeah. Asia trade is there. Yeah, so it's counting me Asia as if it was today. But anyways, yeah, so I could actually play a little bit with my profits today. But it's also a good setup. I mean, if it happens, so it's not that I'm just playing just blindly. I really think that from here, above here, formation above here, there's a high probability we shoot up and then break today or tomorrow. So we might as well have the news waiting for us. The New York, the jolts. That's a 10. So this is a range. Today my idea is simple. Even though we are in a range, higher time frame bias is bullish still. With all of that pressure that gold sold and broke below levels and all of that, still GJ remained inside the range. So that's a good sign for a potential support formation to continue the rest of the day off. Okay. I'm gonna leave before I do stupid stuff. That's a good idea. When you feel like you're about to do something too stupid, yeah, it's a good idea to leave. You have my 1% for the day. Yes, if you have your 1%, yeah, just like, yeah, you know what? That's the best thing you can do. Because if you don't see a setup that you like, you're about to lose it. And I have I think I told you guys that I have oh, I haven't put my things here today. What day is today? Tuesday, right? Yeah. So I guess I have to count only 1 trade today. Have a nice one. Yeah, today I only have 1 trade. Yesterday I had 4 trades. But it's because I sometimes I trade Asia. So, but what I'm doing is I count Asia trades as that same day, even though it appears as part of my day today on the MetaTrader. But today, so I'm gonna start like I'm counting trades from the moment I wake up. So today I only had 1 trade and 1 big, you know. $15-minute closure bullish. That's a good closure, but it was below. So you see this 15-minute closing bullish, but below this, it's not good for the buys. It might be the setup for the continuation and filling up this gap, this range down to here. So if that's happening, then yeah, I'm not trading today. Yeah, that might be it. Because the 4-hour closed below, right? The close 4-hour closed quite below. Oh, we already have the wick. You know what? Yeah, there you go. That makes sense. That makes sense. So that sales right there makes sense because we already formed the wick. Now this from here to here would make sense. Filling this wick first and then a continuation for the 4 hour. Now it makes sense. As you would notice, I'm not gonna take that sell even if it happens. But yeah, but yeah, it makes sense. If it happens, it's okay. Oh, I didn't notice that we just had another closure on the. Okay, so we actually have bullish, bearish. How you can hold full lot size? What do you mean? Like, how can I hold if I go in without taking partials? I don't know. I'm trying to hold full lot size, but it's hard. Just like 30 pips, I'm gonna close 50 or 90. Oh, well, I mean, so the way I do it, especially for scalping, is, yeah, it's a mind shift, and it's a really hard one, by the way. I think from here, sales should be really nice, okay? Just anybody taking sales, I think is the moment we break below here again, you see this wick here? I think that if you grab this sell, it's a really high probability one. I'm not gonna take it, but I think it's gonna be a really nice probability sales in case you are. I'm up 2 today, I'm just chilling here, no overturn. Oh, if you're 2 today, then yes, call it a day. The moment I'm 1%, I'm pretty much done. It's just that I said if I see a setup like this one, is a really nice sell. I'm not gonna lie. This is a really nice sell. It's just that because I decided that I'm not gonna trade sales today on GJ, then I'm not gonna take it. But if you take it, it doesn't mean that it's bad because it really looks really good. It's a really good sell. Look, we're about to fill the wick, and the moment you fill this wick, the probabilities of this coming down here is really high. And all the higher time frames are just honestly screaming sales. So there you go. That's the trade idea for today on GJ, even if I'm not taking this. Really nice sales. Look, setup is there, by the way. Okay, so the setup is there. Look. The wick, as you could have entered right there. At the moment you broke below this 1 hour level, and this could have been the, look, filling the wick, and this should reach down to here today. Yeah, what I'm also training myself to do is not taking trades that I've decided that are against my bias. So that's just part of my personal thing. It doesn't mean that, because sometimes I take trades on 2 directions, and I've done that actually even live. But lately I have been having a really nice winning streak. Even I think it was Sunday, but Sunday I had a medical issue that I had to go to the. I literally was trading in the middle of an emergency, and I lost 2 trades during Asia and won 1. So that was the 3 trades for Asia. But that one trade recovered almost all of the losses, but not quite, but almost all of the losses. But before I had those losses, I was on a winning streak last week. And the only reason for that winning streak was because if I don't see a setup that is going with my bias, I'm not taking it. And I noticed a really big improvement and the probabilities of my trades, just because I'm going with a higher time frame. So I don't FOMO in this. I don't FOMO in anything that I don't like. And that used to be, I noticed, a big thing. You see this? Remember that I said if this flips, this might be the one that corrects. I think this is what's about to happen. So yeah, so no trade. I think the only trade for me today was this sell here, and that might be it. Because above here we might have a correction. I'm not interested in the correction. I'm only interested in going with the trend. And below here is the only thing that I would really like to continue going down, or if we later form like a resistance, and the resistance most likely will happen on a higher time frame level. And that would be, oh, this could be the one. Let me see. So before I even see an entry, besides that sell on GJ that I just shared with you guys, I don't see any other good trade. I think, yeah, I think the sell on gold and that sell that just now we just talked about on GJ should be the only good trades that I see today. Good for me at least. Look, this is, yeah, it's happening, right? Yeah, should be happening. It is a good setup. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a good sell. Nice. What's your opinion about BTC? Yeah, that's more interesting to me now since I'm about to finish here. Oh, look at this. So maybe, just maybe, let me do this. So maybe, just maybe, we actually are about to visit the closure here and visit the zone. This is the very limit of the wick. Let me do it quite precisely here. And this might be the place from where this bounces. If I see a bounce from here, I'm taking that buy entry. Especially if we don't break this thing. So gold, actually what I think about gold, I already shared with you guys a really nice video about it. I think it's in this, yeah, it is in this channel. But we can look at it quickly. I'm bullish. I wasn't bullish on gold for since last year. And so this closure here was one of the most important closures which you can have on Bitcoin in the last, I don't know, 3 months. This particular one. I'm expecting that if price for whatever reason comes down to 43,500, I'm buying here. If for whatever reason comes to 40,000, I'm buying here. Big positions. I already bought here. I already bought here. Like I entered here. I entered down here too. I always enter like little position. Here was a good setup. Enter a little bit here too. Here. Bigger position here, bigger position, because this was a major important closure. The reason for that is the same reason why I got out of this on November this week. This week I got out of pretty much all of my crypto and Bitcoins and all of that, because you had a break of the weekly structure. And to me, on crypto, at least, on crypto, the weeklies are sacred. Whatever you see, like I don't even look a lot like at the 4 hour or anything like that. I pretty much just look at the weekly and dailies. That's pretty much all I do on crypto. That's how I trade crypto. That's why it's so simple to me. Maybe, you know what, maybe if I traded Forex like this, I would have been making the same kind of money that I'm making with crypto, because I make way more money with crypto, but it's just because it's so chill for me. I just wait for the weekly. I'm a position trader, so whenever I take a trade, like last year, I took a trade. I mean, look at this. Last year, I took a trade around June. Before that, 2020. That's when I took big positions. It was, yeah, it was around June, July 2020, something like that. Around here. Yeah, around here. Here. Same reason. Same thing. We were on a 3-year bearish structure. 3 years. Big positions here. Why? So simple. I can show you. I don't care. Look at this. 3 years. Boom, boom, boom. Entering. I started entering here. A lot of money here. Expecting this break above, support, previous resistance, all in. The house, the car, everything. My mom's savings, robbed my uncle, everybody. Took all everybody's money. No, I'm kidding. But I went all in here. And I even did a video around those days. Actually, the video I did was in July. That video is here. That video is literally called the most important break of Bitcoin. Literally called like that. Like I was expecting that to be really important break. So literally called, if you go to my old channel, yeah, you see this in the old channel, you go to I think a playlist, crypto. There, look at this. So the title in Spanish says the most important, look, I explained the whole thing here. Obviously the drawings were a little bit crazier, but it was the same concept. Most important break since 2017. Oh, it was August 2nd. Okay, whatever. But I was already, it was because I was already sharing the analysis. I had a Telegram group and I was sharing since June, July about this. And I decided to do the video because I didn't used to use YouTube that much for this. And then I decided to do it there. Look, this was August 2nd, 2020. That's when I shared this. I went in July. And there you go. So if you measure this, look at this. Whatever you enter, let's say that you enter like even August, even if you want to say, yeah, you enter here, whatever. Let's say that you enter here. This is the week of the 3. It ended this week. This is the week. All the way up here, you see only weekly bullish structure. All the way until here. And as we were breaking down below here, when we had this break, I remember I waited for the pullback and I got out around here. Actually, I shared with everybody on Telegram that I would wait for another break and close above here before continuing the buys, that I was gonna get out here. So I got out here, 442% gains. Now that 442% gains happened in quite a few days. So, you know, it's not like, so, but that is the trade. That's position trading. And that's what you do. You just hold it and you don't have to do anything. You just sit on it and you wait for Sundays. So if you notice, I talk a lot about Sundays because you have to wait for the body. You have to wait for the closure of the weekly candle that happens on Sunday. So you really don't have to do a lot, just to wait for every Sunday to see if you're gonna make a decision or not. Like right here. So I waited this Sunday, decision was made, and now I'm gonna start buying. So I bought a little bit more here. Gonna buy if we go down here. I'm gonna buy if we go down here. Where am I going to stop buying? The moment I see that price decides to break below here, this is 37,500, or a Sunday that breaks structure. It's a candle that breaks structure, like this one. Same thing for this one. I remember telling everybody, wait for the candle closure. Obviously, I bought a little bit here, but a lot of people were buying crazy here. That's okay. I waited for this candle closure. That candle closure above the resistance, I bought a lot here. Boom, 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 boom. Again, same concept. So from here to here, this is so easy. This is way too easy. This anybody can do without even being a trader. Just hold it, hold it. I held all of this, and when we broke above the previous, I said that this could be a bull trap. I mentioned that a lot. And as we broke below here, then I took profits. That's just 45% more. But that one, yeah, so that's it. But it's just that you go in nice, you know. You don't have to stress. So crypto is quite easy for me just because of that. I only look at the higher time frames. So right now I'm bullish, quite bullish on all of it. And I really don't care fundamentals, all of that. Nah, it's okay. I hold, I buy, hold, buy, hold. Breaks below here, I get rid of them. That's okay, no problem. Might have a loss, no problem. But rarely do I have a loss because I only follow the weekly trends. So if I start buying here, there's a high probability the next month we're gonna continue going up. And if you look at the monthly, I can show you the monthly. Monthly is already giving you the hint. Look at this. You don't see much here, but you can see the trend on the monthly from the weekly. You see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. The monthly, even cleaner. What do you see? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So yeah, quite bullish. And I only talk about Bitcoin because everybody else follows Bitcoin. All the other crypto will follow Bitcoin. Now, if you want higher returns, you go with a higher, higher risk coin. You go with I don't know, Doge, stuff like that, and that's higher risk. Even Crow. Okay, I think I'm about to. What time is it? Oh, 9:30. Okay, 9:30. Let me just figure. Let me see if this is okay. So you see this rejection here. This rejection here only filled the wick, and it's rejecting. That's exactly what I was. Yeah, the idea is still like the idea is still good. Yeah, no problem. But the idea is still good. I just don't like sales, but the idea is still good. I mean, technically, nothing wrong has happened yet. Oh, yes. Okay, the 15, so 15 already declared to manage risk. So if I would have entered here, where did I say it was based on the 15? Yeah, here. If I would have entered like around here, stop loss would have been up here, and I would have been. Oh, the thing is, I would have been taking profits already because this already came down to the wick. Yes, of course I would have been taking profits. This is like, look at this. This is 17 pips for sure. So the idea is still good. Look. But I would have been taking profits. This would have been taking out my runner. So this would have been done already. Now, if this thing comes up and closes above here, then the buy setup that I wanted is really the one that I would be. But the sell, I still don't see the buy. By the way, I still don't see buy entry. I still see sell. It's just I don't like sales for GJ today, so I'm not taking it. But I still see the technical aspect of it is still there. Look at this, nice wick here. So technically, it's still there. The sales to continue coming down to here, still there. I don't see why not. So if you had this or had stop loss above here, yeah. The only thing that this was prompting to do here was to close half of the position just in case, but the continuation seems to be still in place. Just not interested in that, but it seems to be there. Oh, you see, this is looking better. what is this? This is 15 minute, and this is, let's see, the 30 minute. Sales. You see how much pressure that is with sales. So much pressure with sales. Where is this? Yeah, this is a tricky area for sure. But from here to here, we should have a level. So this might as well reject this area here. This might as well reject this area here to go here before it even thinks about continuing coming down. Is what I would expect, because it's oh, we already tapped there. Ah, that's the issue. Okay, that makes sense. That we already here. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because it was okay from here to here to continue going down. Yeah. So this is NYSE. Now you could expect a little bit more volatile movements. I guess the easiest one was today's trade this morning so far. No, there was an easier one, by the way. Not only this breakout, but also this one was really easy. It's just that I didn't take that one. But this one was really easy, to be honest. So if you wanted like a clean setup, this was the one. Apart from the one that I took, apart from this one to here, from here to here, the second setup that I would recommend you, I don't know, print screen and back test is this one. Whenever you have good volume and you have you're coming down from a lot of bearish pressure, you form a good support, good resistance, and you have the candle that breaks actually grabs liquidity before breaking and closes like this with a major intention wick like this one, then you can literally enter right there and try to look for the 15-minute levels to set up the stop loss if you don't have one clear, because this one is clean here. But if you didn't have this on the 15-minute, you could go for the zone, and then you can literally do this. So if you have that zone, you can go above the zone and or the body closure, because the body closure is also the flip of the candle on the higher time frame. So body closure here could be the reference if you didn't have one. The other one was the 15-minute that was presented here, so that would have been the one right here. And then you enter here and you also go for it. Now the moment you enter here, you have to expect a little bit of this, because this was a sudden move. So you could even have a visit up here, as long as the 15-minute candle doesn't close bearish, bullish, you should be able to hold it. And just wait for 15 minutes to close and close in your favor. And if this one, you see this one didn't break above. If this candle breaks too much above it, you have two options. You either close half of the entry right there, and it's not a bad idea, or you wait for the candle closure, because sometimes you tap, I don't know if you noticed, but sometimes you tap higher on the 15-minute to grab liquidity from a previous zone before you continue going out, which is literally what this one did. It's just it didn't go all the way. Oh, look at this. There you go. See? Look, this one came all the way to a previous resistance on the 5-minute, because there's a lot of momentum. So the more momentum, when you have a lot of momentum, only the lower time frames will present the structure. Obviously that makes sense. So you see this 5-minute had a closure here. This one came all the way up here, grab liquidity just to close here to continue going down. So when you have a lot of momentum, only lower time frames will give you a hint of what's going on. Like if you see a lot of big wicks on the 5-minute against levels that against like a strong zone, you can expect price to move in the opposite direction, just like this happened here. Same way here. Well, I mean, right now we don't have a lot. We have some wicks there, but it's still reacting. We can actually do this. So right here, we're just consolidating a little bit. So there's not much to it, only than that. But if we break above here, then you have a lot of probabilities that from here to here, this is failed as a correction. And but look at this, you have 1, 2, but you see the wicks, big wicks down. So if this were to break above now, this would be the fourth wick against a strong level. So that will prompt for a good correction, which I'm not gonna take, but that would prompt for a correction. And that's how you kind of like go for the, you look at this. And the 15-minute looks even better for that correction to happen. So that, you know, that because of that, same thing might be happening with GJ, right? GJ might be doing a little bit of that. Oh, look at this. You see, the other wick came even lower. So like look at that. Just what I said. Look, moved again the range. So the sales was not a bad idea. It's just that it's gonna be a little bit tricky because of the area. But I'm not interested in sales. So that's why I'm not doing anything with this. There's a high probability that this reaction that we're noticing, that we're just going sideways a little bit with GJ, might be price preparing to move on a lateral move. And from here bounce up. And also because that would be in favor of my bias. I'm not bullish. So we're supposed to have a lot of momentum. So look at this. We moved so much pre-New York, pre-NYSE, and now look at this. We're kind of like stuck. We're like, the price is not moving aggressively. What that means is that this area here tends to be more volatile than this area here. So inside of here, whatever rejection we have here might be the rejection preparing for price to go up. If we have a good support from here, by the way, just so you know, this is a swing setup. Now that I look at it, this is a swing setup. Do we have a daily? Yeah, we have a daily down here. It's not like a big strong daily, but it is a daily. So what I'm about to do is, look, this is a daily here. What is this? 160.800. Okay, so as we visit down here, and if we reject from here or from here, any closure above this area here after visiting either here or here, because this could be down here, could be the level of liquidity that price might be looking for. If it doesn't reject from here, might be this one. So either one is okay. From here is from where I might be grabbing my buy entries. Do you guys have any pair that you're looking at?
I'm waiting for current 30-minute candle to close the GJ for sell.
30-minute candle. Oh, yeah, look, this is nice. This is nice. There's no buys here anywhere. There's only sales. So I don't have any trade. I don't have any trade for me because I'm not looking for sales and I don't see a buy.
Okay.
So
Mm.
I personally don't like the whole area between 161. Yeah,
300.
yeah,
161.
161.
Okay.
100 to 16800. I don't like that area
Yeah,
like at all.
Oh,
yeah, me neither. This is an area for me
uh,
to, if we reject,
uh,
to buy.
Mm-hmm.
there
Yeah, because
are
if you look left, it's just
a lot of
consolidation, all of
wicks
that.
on 4 hour candle.
Yes, it's just that, yeah, if you go with the higher time frame, you have more probabilities. And if you don't take a trade with the higher time frames, then the issue becomes you're against the probabilities and you really should know what you're doing. And then because so typically when I'm not streaming, I'm a little bit more, flexible. But because I know that there's a lot of people here trying to learn, I try to just remain with the highest probability ones. Waiting to see if gold can go up to 19.4 and maybe watch for sales. Jaden. Let me see. Yeah, so, I'm not touching this, right? I'm not touching this. I'm not touching sales. I'm not touching, you know what? Buys here might be good. 19.4. Yeah. 19.4. You see this? Yeah. 19.4. And if we come up here, see, yeah. So the same thing with gold, right? So gold has a lot of selling pressure. So this is what I would do if I were learning. I wouldn't touch anything that doesn't look like a sell. Right? How do I figure out if I should be selling or buying? Easy. You go to the daily, you do this, structures here, break of structure. You see, this was the previous support. We just broke below it. Most likely, now pressure is what? Mainly sells. Now this morning, why did I sell? Why? Well, because this morning, I already showed this. I looked at my drawings from last night and this is what it looked like. I was expecting from here a visit to this level and a rejection to continue down or a break above and continuation. When I woke up, this is what I found. What that means is I'm only selling today. Period. No, nothing. So anything that doesn't look like a sell, I'm not taking. Period. Right? And then, that way you're always going to have probability because price. So this is a cool thing. Price can only go up or can only go down. Right? That's the cool thing. So it is 50-50. Now, if you have a lot of pressure on the higher time frame towards certain direction, which is what we call the bias, then you're literally increasing that 50% probabilities on your favor to maybe, I don't know, even 51 would be enough for you to be profitable. 51.49 would be enough. But you're way above 50 when you go with the trend. So you can counter trend once you know what you're doing. And obviously, if you're Raja or one of the bigger, obviously you can counter trend all the way up here. Like as you break above here, there's a really high probability from here. It really shoots up to here. So you can actually counter trend that. Now you have to understand what you're doing if you really want to counter trend. Look at this. The break above here, shoot up. You could counter trend that. But if you really want to keep it profitable, by the end of the month, remain with the main bias. Is all I can say. And you should be doing better. Because when I was learning, I was trying to play like the big guys and counter trending and all of that, and I was failing a lot because it takes time for you to really be good at counter trending or be profitable at counter trending. Jaden, cause I feel like that huge drop need a small correction. Yeah. It's a correction makes sense, and here makes sense. And the GJ drop should happen. There you go. So like I said, look, sales. It was screaming sales all the time. Sales. So congrats to anybody that grabbed sales, because sales was a good setup. We kept saying, look, so the sales idea happened. And who knows if we break below here, from here to here is actually a nice drop, to be honest. From here, you see this wick here? Whatever breaks below here and drops here should be a really strong drop. But we already had this nice drop here. Now, from here, now we are officially kind of here. Let's see. So if let me see if it makes sense with the candle wicks. This is the wick, this is the wick, this is the wick, and this is the wick. From here is the area that I was mentioning. Could be the last standing ground for buys. Below here, now I'm sales. I don't know if that makes sense. Below here, I'm sales. Now my bias changes. Below here. Above here, I'm still biased. I'm still looking for buys. That's the level I'm waiting for on GJ for sale. Yeah, but that's the level that makes sense. Why? Because this is the same level where we look at this. This is a 1 hour chart, by the way. So look at this. This is New York captured here. This is Asia, and then Asia shoot up from here. So that means this is a strong area. 160,800. So if it breaks below the strong area, there's a more probability that from here we drop here, and that if we reject here, we really move up. Gold may be waiting the news for the. Oh yeah, you're right, because we have news at 10, right? So yeah, it's only 10 minutes away. By the way, I'm waiting for this reaction here, and I'm about to buy entry here. If I see a reaction from here, I think I might get an entry from here. I'm gonna be shooting up today, up all the way. I'm not gonna lie, I just need that reaction. Now if we break below this, then it might drop, and the sell stop that I had this morning that I removed might happen. But it has to react, it has to reject. I'm not gonna be buying this willy-nilly. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is about to fall hard then. I had a pending sell. You know what? I might have that. I might grab that sell pending order, because I had it since yesterday, and I think it's a good level.
Man, gold is pushing up hard. It's correcting the whole drop.
Yeah, I had a pending sell here, so just so you know, I'm selling right here. I have a small position. I'm gonna play with a little bit of my profits, because I had a pending order there from yesterday, and I want to see if it plays out. This is a strong level, and like I mentioned, if it breaks below that strong level, I'm actually expecting a drop. Even though we are 6 minutes away, I should have been waiting for the candle closure. It's already a little bit profit, not much. Break even right now. Oh, negative. Okay. Let me see if that happens. It's a big, it's how you call that? This is a high velocity area typically, so I'm gonna trust it. Oh, there you go. I'm in profit. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, GG. Okay. Yeah, a lot of selling pressure. I'm gonna take profits when I get my 10 pips. Oh, I am above 10 pips. Should I take profits? Should I take profits here and just leave a runner? Oh, nice.
And it had a
Whoa.
nice setup setup on the 5 minute.
Okay, I'm taking profits here and leaving a runner. Okay, I can take me out whenever he wants. Okay, JJ, I see you. Okay, two profits. It was like 15 pips. That's fine. Right there. This is break even. Yeah, it's a quick scalp. Okay. Yeah, Sanjam. I don't know if you remember. I had this morning, and I removed it because I said I was gonna take it live if it happened. And that's what I just did. The sell. This is a high velocity area, so I would actually expect a GJ to drop all the way down here. But I take profits early just in case. So to be specific, I would expect this drop to at least reach within the next 30 minutes. What level is it? 160.32. 160.32. 160.32. What is it? Down here. Here. I would expect this to reach here now in this candle. Second trade of the day, and this is the last one. I'm not gonna push anything else today. Sales already won. What time is it now? 9:50, let's say. Yeah. That's good. Good win streak. So you notice that we don't rush into trades. I mean, I don't rush into trades. I look for levels. That makes sense. This high velocity area, okay, you know what? I had a pending sell here. You know what? Let me take it. Took the pending. Wow, this is so beautiful. Whew. Man, I feel like taking profits here. But I'm not. I'm gonna hold it because that's a runner. I have to keep the discipline because when I'm sleeping, they all happen without even me taking runners. This is the funny thing. But when I'm awake, I typically take profits early and then leave the runner and then, you know, whatever. But we don't like, I didn't rush for sales, even though sales really need, like I said this here, I said this is screaming sales, screaming for sales. Why? Because the candle closure was slightly below the thing. And that's why here I said whoever took sales here, the setup is there. It's really good setup. Like it's undeniable. It's an undeniable good setup. So whoever took it there, you see, if it takes out my runner, I'm gonna feel really good about it because of me taking profits early. So this thing here was a good setup for continuing. Even this one here was a good sell setup. Okay, now I'm not taking sales because I decided I will not take sales unless I break a major level. What major level is that? This one. So now that way I keep myself out of fake outs. I keep myself out of fake outs because I only look for major levels. So even if this happened, good for you if you took it, it actually made sense. Now if you wait for the key levels to react or make decisions, it's even better, which is why I always say, you don't have to predict, we only have to react, right? This is a reaction of a break of this, right? This is like even this morning was a reaction. Oh, nice, look at the push-up. This morning, this sales here was a reaction of the break of this. Based on what? Based on this level being broken and based on the bias being sales. Now, my bias for GJ was not sales until we didn't break this, for me. This is me personally. Yep. Anybody, maybe everybody else, this was the sales setup to continue going sales. That would actually make sense, to be honest, because this was the range that held the 4-hour structure. So that's actually, you know what, that's a good setup too. But I decided that this is the one that I wanted. So there you go. I went for it, you know, keep myself out of trouble. So yeah, two setups. quick scalp here. Let me see. GJ, how much is it? Yeah, 0.5. It's okay. Yeah, because I took it wasn't a big position, but that's okay. I just added profits to my trading to my thing. It's okay. Today was a good day again. It's been a good week, good month. Only wins so far today. That's a good way to end this. 10. Let's see the news before we leave. Oh, this is still not showing. Also, what is? Let me see what's gold about to do. Imagine if GJ really like from here shoots up. That would be cool. Yeah, no, but the daily structure already broke so the daily candle on the GJ broke and broke structure. So now it sells, which is like I said, that's why this was my level to continue sell. So from here and on, you like if I were looking for anything, would be sales only. Look, this was the previous support. Broken the daily. This should just continue shutting down now today. I mean, probabilities are there. Yeah. Probabilities are there for that. Yeah, let's see. Should be good. Good drop. There you go. Yeah, nice. Even the continuation entry would have been good. Yeah, there you go. See, yeah, I was gonna say, even the continuation entry on the 15 would have been good on this one, like right there, because there's a lot of pressure now. There's nothing holding price there.
Even in the 1 hour, it looks perfect to continue to 159.
Yeah, 160.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, anywhere inside of here sells now is really good. Above here, it was already hinting you to go down, but like I said, this has a structure support. From here is safer. If for whatever reason it comes up, creates a resistance above here, like around here, should be a good sell continuation. Or like from here we don't have anything to be on. So yeah, easy trade because we just followed the higher time frame, right? Easy trade because of that. Now here, like I said, higher level has most likely is the one that's gonna hold this. 1 hour doesn't have absolutely anything going on here other than this here. And this actually happened with the 30-minute. From here, I don't know what happened with the news.
We have.
Oh, positive.
Yeah.
Oh, so this supposedly should be going down anymore, a little bit more. So it came up, maybe grabbing more entries to continue going down. So at this point, just wait. Anybody that's gonna remain trading after this, I'm not. Wait for this to go. Where is it? I mean, either from here is already a good level. But then if you go for the 4 hour to see if it makes sense, what the heck is going on with the 4 hour, then yeah, from here is already a good level. Looking left. But you have all of this. You have a lot to go up, to be honest. If it is based on structure, is what I mean. If it is based on structure, you have a lot to go up. But if it is based on zones, you should be even just good enough even from here.
Yeah, but for it to continue going up, the daily would have to flip.
And that would... Yeah, no, but daily flip is all the way up there. I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, that would be rare.
It's too big.
I don't know. This is more likely gonna resistance. More likely is maybe happening around here. And from here, you could continue sales. You only have to wait for the reversal now. Let me see. This is New York Open. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Pre-New York did this. Push down price. New York Open did this. Oh, there's a lot of... What is this? This is the correction. Oh, wow. Wait, this is London. Oh, so he might actually go... Who grabbed the entries here? This is Asia. This is London. Oh, so New York didn't get the entries? What is this? Let me see. This is New York. Oh, New York got the entries here. Yeah, New York got the entries here. Push out, that was Asia. Yeah, okay, so New York, this is taking profits. So this is New York taking profits, and now they're gonna hint, maybe later, they're gonna hint for a better entry to continue going down. So that better entry might happen all the way up here, actually. So, you know, whoever is in buys maybe has still a little bit more range to go up. And maybe from here, which is around the place, like if we continue going up and would you see this rejecting up here, that would make sense for continue going down. But anywhere that we see a rejection should be a good sell entry and should be a good probabilities entry, because the pressure on the higher time frame itself. Oh, and by the way, just so you know, take notes of that. You see what we said this morning? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember? What did I say? If we break after 2 big wicks against a strong level, if we break, you're gonna have a move, and there you go. The move happened from here to here. Typically, I would counter trend that if I wasn't streaming. But that one, you have to practice that one a lot. Typically, that's a good trade, because this is a strong level. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 big wicks on the 30 minutes, small bodies, a lot of losing of volume. As you break this, higher probability of this going up. Even if you look at the 15 minute should prompt there. You see, a lot of momentum. Which is why you typically don't wait for the candle closure. You just go for it. But you have to see this happening first, okay? This has to happen. The only reason why you want this to happen against a strong level is because you are counter trending. Here it's easier because I'm with the trend. It's easier, but here is a counter trend. So you really want to make sure you have a lot of liquidity. Okay, I think it was a good day. I mean, it was 2 trades. 2 trades is enough. 2 hours apart. Jesus. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess. So I'm gonna start trading and streaming later. I will start streaming, I think, maybe after 9. There's a really high probability that by the time that I stream, I'm already taken a few trades. Because the fact that I'm gonna stream at night doesn't mean that I'm not gonna be trading. Because what I'm gonna do is, since Raja is back, I wanna participate in, because he's the one that taught me about scalping. I always say it, you know. So I will always trade with him in his channel. If you don't know it, it's Weeks Don't Lie, so go there and subscribe if you're new here. He's the one that showed me how to trade scalping. This I already did before. This is swing. If you notice, if we had the closure above here, I was gonna go for a swing. By the way, it's not even a swing per se, because I don't think that by the end of the month you can swing anything, because there's a high probability we're gonna stay within ranges. But you can take a sort of a bigger position. And this is what I used to do. This is what I now do. So for that one, you can go to the other channel, Wicks Don't Lie. So there, 6:30 typically, and almost daily, or 3 times a week, something like that. We stream there. I'm also there participating, but I'm not the one running the stream. And then what I do is that I do Spanish streaming. So Spanish is gonna be tomorrow at 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. I'm gonna be streaming NYSC in Spanish, and then I do 3 days in English, 2 days in Spanish. Monday and Wednesdays are Spanish. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays are English, and they're typically now gonna be after 9 a.m. By the way, I will be traveling next month, so I will take like 2 weeks off of streaming. So I will be traveling after after the second week of next month. So just keep that in mind that I'm not gonna be streaming maybe for a whole week and a half. But anyways, I hope you guys like this. We're just having fun here, like I always say, and learning a little bit in the process. If you like this, give it a like, subscribe, and share with others. And I see you guys tomorrow, I guess, at Weeks Don't Lie channel, or at the Spanish channel, or on what is it? On the English day. What is the English day? Today is Tuesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Wait. Today is English. Wednesday, tomorrow. Yeah, Thursday. So I'll see you Thursday in English here at 9, if anything. If you see me earlier, that means Raj not streaming. That's pretty much it. So have a great rest of the day. Do not overtrade, guys.
All right, man. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you. Say bye to YouTube, everybody here, and
Tell YouTube.
in Zoom. Bye bye.
All right, guys.
Bye bye. Take care.